Hi, thanks for stopping by. This is Teresa from Sami. In this little video series, I want to show you all the basic sewing techniques you need to follow all of my patterns confidently and joyfully. I simply like creating things and sewing so much, and I hope to inspire you to get started with sewing or to get that sewing machine out back from the attic or out of the cupboard or wherever you're hiding it. All the videos in this little series are going to be linked down below in the video description, and now let's get started. In this video we're going to have a look at the proper thread tension and what to do and what not to do. So if the upper tension is too tight, you will have loops appear on the surface of the fabric, and if the upper tension is too loose, the loops will appear on the wrong side of the fabric. So let's start with a simple straight stitch. Set it to 2.5 and let's start with the tension at 4 and see what happens. But let's sew that seam and see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. I'm using contrasting thread so you can see what it looks like on the top and on the bottom. And it seems to be the proper tension. I can't see any bobbin thread on the top and any upper thread at the bottom. So let's just adjust the tension to 2, so make the upper thread tension a lot lower and see what it looks like. At the top it seems to look alright. At the bottom you can see the upper thread a little bit at the bottom. Can you see the little loops there? The little red loops? So this tension is a bit too loose. Let's make the tension really tight. Let's put it over 6 there somewhere. And let's see what that looks like. So there, at the back it looks alright, I think. And at the top, I think you can see the blue a little bit from the bobbin thread. Could you see that? So it was a little bit too tight. Let's adjust the stitch length and make it a bit wider, and let's set the tension to 2 and see what happens. Theoretically, the wider your stitch is, the lower the tension needs to be. So here you can see that at a tension of 2 it looks alright from both sides. And now let's set the tension to 4.5. And then we can see that you can see the bobbin thread at the top. So it's a little bit too tight already. And you can see the fabric slowly puckering a tiny little bit. Let's go to the extreme of setting the tension to 7 and see what happens. That should be interesting. Wow, look at that. It's completely puckered up. It's a nice little ruffle here. So if you wanted to, you can sew ruffles like that and gather the fabric like that. So let's try a zigzag stitch. Just a regular zigzag stitch. Make it a little bit wider. And let's start off with 4 as the tension. Zigzag, 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 zigzag. And it always depends on how wide your stitches are or how long. You will always have to check your tension and just sew a little test seam. So that seems to look okay at the top. From the bottom you can see that it's too loose. You can see the red through here. So it's too loose, the tension. We have to make that a little bit tighter. And let's have a look. So this looks a lot better at the top. From the bottom you can still see the red a little bit, but if you had both the same colors for the upper and lower thread, it wouldn't be a problem. Let's put the tension on too and see what happens then with our wide zigzag stitch. There we go, it still looks okay at the top. And at the bottom you can see the red a lot, so you know that the upper tension is way too loose and will have to be adjusted. So basically if you're sewing really small stitches you need a higher tension, if you sew wider and longer stitches you need a lower tension. And in the next video we're having a proper look at all the different sewing feet and at which stitches to use for what project. I hope I see you in that video again as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video and it was useful to you. Please give it a like if you like, subscribe for more videos, leave a comment with feedback and video requests. And if you like, head on over to Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'd love to connect with you over there. See you next time. Bye!